Hello, welcome back to the Unit 7 review. Simplify, right? Undefined for expressions that are undefined. All right. So this one has a couple things here. The 3 out front is called a scalar, and it multiplies every element inside. And so the new matrix becomes 3 times 3, 9, 3 times 1, 3, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times negative 4 is negative 12, 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. And then subtract the other matrix is the same as adding the negative of each term. It's like multiplying by the scalar negative 1. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to change each of the signs. 6 becomes negative 6, positive 3, negative 6, positive 3, and a negative 6. And so the end result of this is 9 minus 6 is 3. 3 minus 6 is negative 3. Negative 6 plus 3 is also negative. Come on here. Negative 3. 3 minus 6 is negative 3. Negative 12 plus 3 would be negative 9. And negative 15 minus 6 would be negative 21. And that is the resulting matrix. All right, that's the number 6. Number 6, you've got the two matrices added together, and then you have a negative 5 multiplied outside. So we're going to first rewrite this as negative 5 times negative 5 plus negative 2 would be negative 7. 4 plus 5 is 9. 2 plus 5 is positive 7. 1 plus negative 5 would be negative 4. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. And negative 4 plus negative 6 would be negative 10. Now we can multiply that scalar, negative 5 times each element inside. Negative 5 times negative 7 is positive 35. Negative 5 times 9 would be negative 45. Negative 5 times 7 would be negative 35. Negative 5 times a negative 4 would be positive 20. Let's make that a little neater. Positive 20. Negative 5 times negative 4. And then negative 5 times a negative 1 would be positive 5. And negative 5 times negative 10 would be positive 50. And that matrix is our final version of this operations. All right. Number 7, we're asked to multiply these two matrices. And so when we do that, we're multiplying, so this row times this column. The number of rows, sorry, it's rows by columns. The number of columns in the first matrix has to equal the number of rows in the second column for you to be able to multiply. But here they do, because it's a 2 by 2 times a 2 by 2. So we take 4 times negative 3, 4 times negative 3, and we add that to 5 times negative 5. And then for the first row, second column over here, we take 4 times 3, and we add that to 5 times negative 2. And then for the second row, first column, we take 4 times negative 3, and we add that to negative 4 times negative 5. And then we take the second row times the second column for this spot down here. And that's 4 times 3 plus -4 times -2. And then we just evaluate those. 4 times -3, that's -12. 5 times -5 is -25. -12 plus -25 would be -37. 4 times 3 here is 12. 5 times -2 is -10. 10 plus 12 plus -10 would be 2. And then 4 times -3 would be -12. -4 times -5 would be +20. -12 plus 20 would be 8. And then 4 times 3 here would be 12. And -4 times -2 would be +8. And 12 plus 8 is 20. And so that matrix is the result of multiplying those two matrices together. All right. Now, let's look at this. This is a 2 by 2 matrix, and this one is a 2 by 3 matrix. Because this number of columns matches this number of rows, we can, in fact, multiply this out. So let's go ahead and do that. -6 and 0 times 2 and 3. So -6 times 2 plus 0 times 3. That's our first row, first column. Then let's go over here to first row's second column. So we've got -6 times 6 plus 0 times 5. And then moving over, -6 times -3 plus 0 times -5. Now we go to the next row, next column. So we would next second row, first column. So we got 6 times 2 plus -1 times 3. And we move over to the next one. We got 6 times 6 plus -1 times 5. We move over to the next column. We get 6 times -3 plus -1 times -5. Then we just kind of close this up. We need to evaluate. -6 times 2, -12. Over here is 0. So my first element is -12. Then I got -36, and 0 times 5 is 0. So the next one is -36. Then I got +18, and once again 0. So that's 18 here. Here I got 12 times -3, or plus -3. 12 plus -3 would be 9. And then I've got 36 here times plus -5. 36 plus -5 would be 31. And then finally over here, I got -18. -1 times -5 would be +5. And -18 plus 5 would be -13. And that would be the final result here. All right. Let's get these determinants. So the determinant, if I have a matrix A, B, C, D, the determinant of this matrix is A times D minus B times C. So I just write that out. And by the way, we could also write the same thing with just these straight lines. That means the determinant of this matrix. And the process is the same, AD minus BC. So -1, so we've got -1 times -1 minus -3 times 2. And -1 times -1 is a positive 1. If I take this minus out front times the negative, that cancels the negatives. So I get plus 3 times 2, 6. And so the determinant is 7. Over here, I'm going to do the same thing. 1 times -5 minus 3 times 1. 1 times -5 is -5. Minus 3 times 1 is 3. -5 minus 3 is -8. So that's the determinant for number 10. All right, we'll see you in the next video.